And I have my little dyed Pepsi here. The machine one is elite. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna get comfy, and we're gonna answer some questions that you guys have asked me. Let's get straight into it. How did I get into fitness? I was a kid that always wanted to get out of PE or physical ed. I was the kid that never wanted to do sports. I was really happy going home after school, eating some food and watching some TV, and the most physical activity I would do was walking from the couch to the fridge. I did netball and stuff when I was in junior school, but I was rubbish at it, and I kind of think that's where I lost any desire to do sports, because I was really crap at the ones that they offered. So I was like, okay. Slowly in about grade 10 I started playing hockey, which I really loved and I wasn't bad at, so I started exercising more. And then grade 11 came and I kind of looked at myself and I was like, I'm not happy, I don't feel good about my body. I started off with the basic Pinterest workouts and YouTube workouts and going for walks and doing literally 15-minute little leg workouts, really basic stuff, all body weight as well. I didn't start off with any normal weights. At the start of matric I then started doing resistance training, which I really loved, along with hockey. In my first year of varsity I met this girl and she was also really into resistance training, so I finally found a partner who was really into it as well. So that kind of encouraged me to get into it more, because I wanted to go to gym more, because I wasn't so afraid of the weight section because I had somebody else there. And it kind of has just progressed from there, and my goals have changed and I've educated myself more, so I've learned more, and yeah, that's basically how I got into it. How many times a week do you gym? A couple of months ago, if you asked me this, I would have said around 4 to 5 times a week, and that was resistance training with maybe 1 cardio day. Now obviously I'm training for IronMan, so my training has kind of changed a bit. So now I'm training 6 to 7 times a week. Majority of them are cardio based sessions, and I do around 3 core focus sessions before my cycles, and I'm also going to try and incorporate some more stretching and also at least 1 strength session a week if I can. What keeps you motivated? I love this question because it is asked so much, and so many people are like, oh, you're so motivated, it's so easy for you to go to gym, like I just don't have any motivation, I can't do it. Well, I'm here to tell you that I am not motivated a lot of the time. It's literally up to hard work and dedication. You have to pull your ass up off the couch on the days where you really don't want to, and those are the days that count the most. Especially now with training for IronMan, because I know I hurt a lot in my sessions and I know that they're mentally just so taxing. I dread some of them. I just have to stay dedicated and say, well, these are my goals, this is what I need to do to reach them, and I know that if I don't do this, I'm not going to reach them. So get your ass up and go to the gym. I try to keep myself a bit motivated by always having like a visual mood board and being able to see what I'm working towards. And I also just try to remind myself that, you know, after my session I'm going to feel really good. Will protein shakes make you bulk? This is such a 2018 mindset. Protein in general will not make you bulk, and protein shakes are such a good supplement, especially for women, because it's so difficult to get our protein intake in an easy way. Nobody wants to sit eating 4 cans of tuna and loads of chicken breasts or tofu or whatever you eat. Protein shakes are actually such a great supplement because they're an easy, quick way of protein. Nothing is going to make you bulk unless you're having it in excess. So same as if you're eating too much chocolate or too much rice or too much chicken, it's going to make you bulky. Same as protein shakes. If you're having too much of it, it's going to make you bulky. But if you're eating it within your specific caloric intake, then it's really helpful. I know that they can be quite expensive, but they are really efficient and helpful. And I am currently using MetaLab protein. I've tried a lot of proteins and I don't really like the vegan ones because I struggle with the texture of plant protein, although I'm not vegan, so for me I don't really like, it doesn't really affect me because I can use whey. There's a couple of ways that make my tummy a bit funny, so I do have to be quite picky with what I use. I really love the MetaLab because it has added digestive enzymes, so it's actually really good for your gut microbiome, and it's just really easy on your tummy, and it tastes amazing, especially in shakes. It honestly goes like a milkshake, which is really nice. I also like the Nutritech Isolate Whey. That one my body seems to handle quite well as well. And then also I love the Optimum Nutrition range, although it is quite expensive and they don't have such a great variety of flavors compared to USN and other stuff, but they aren't super high in sugar and they are really good and very clean products. Oh, what's my favorite meal? If you know me, if you've been following me for a while on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or basically anywhere, or just if you know me as a person, then you already know the answer. My favorite meal in the world is 100% oats, baked, stovetop. The only way I will not have oats is in a microwave because that is just sent from hell. If you're eating oats from the microwave, get out. Go. And they're such an easy meal to make, and they can be so diverse and so tasty if you know how to cook them properly. So definitely go onto my Instagram and look, because I have loads of oat recipes and oat inspiration. So trace oats, I'm coming for you, bro. How can I stop overeating? Even though I'm not hungry, I just can't seem to stop. I relate to you 100%. This was me for the longest amount of time. I think from my first year of varsity until 2020, this was me. I literally would clean my cupboards out because I was so bored, and I was just like, oh, let's just go get something to snack on. Let's just have a little sweet, let's just have a little snack. My top 3 tips for this are: add more protein into your meals. It will help make you feel far more satiated and satisfied. Number 2 is to practice mindful eating. Really encourage yourself to go and sit and really focus on what you're eating, how it tastes, how it smells, all of that stuff. Don't just sit and scroll through Instagram or watch TV, which I know is really hard, and it's really hard for the first couple of times, but just sit and eat your food, because first of all, you'll probably eat a lot slower than you would if you're just scrolling on Instagram, and also you'll be able to identify your hunger and satiating cues a lot easier. Number 3, eat regular meals. Don't starve yourself for the first half of the day. Don't skip meals. Have 3 meals a day. Have snacks. When you're hungry, eat. Your body is telling you, I'm hungry, I will need some nutrients in me. Feed it. What are your go-to meals? Number 1, oats, Weetabix, any type of grain or nourish bowl, like a taco bowl, or literally just a bowl packed with good carbs, fats, protein, lots of veggies, lots of fiber, protein pancakes. Oh, love them. So easy to make and so tasty. 1 sheet pan meals. So basically take a big sheet pan and you just throw your veggies on, your carbs on, and your protein. You pop it in the oven and there's your whole meal done. 1 pan, no dishes, quick and easy. What made you change your whole lifestyle? I'll insert a photo of me as a kid. Like, this is what I looked like. There's nothing wrong with it, but you could see I wasn't healthy and I didn't prioritize my nutrition and exercise. I think the whole reason why I decided to change my lifestyle is because I felt, especially in high school, I felt really unhappy in my body. Not only because of how it looked, but also just how I felt. I felt sluggish and tired, and I didn't have the energy. I couldn't concentrate. Like, I just constantly felt... What? When I started picking up on the fad diets, low carb and the keto and the intermittent fasting, literally everyone you could name, I tried. I was never happy with how I looked. I was constantly hungry. I was just overall mentally and physically unsatisfied with everything, and I just felt like I was in this constant cycle of dieting over and over again. Eventually I got to a point where I was like, no, like I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm over dieting, I'm over being unhealthy, like where's the middle ground? So I really made an effort to educate myself on nutrition and fitness. I decided to do a course in nutrition and diet, and I really researched everything fitness and nutrition that you could think of, and I educated myself on how to eat a balanced, wholesome diet that included all of the food groups, wasn't restrictive, and really just made me feel my best self. And trust me when I say, once you make a small change to your lifestyle, you will instantly feel 100% better, and it becomes addictive. Like, you don't want to go back to the old way because you feel so good. I kind of discarded the idea of being skinny and trying to be my tiniest version, and I focused on being my healthiest version and my happiest version and being strong and fit, and that really just helped me keep this lifestyle sustainable and manageable. Do you ever struggle with your body image? Yes, 100% yes. And if you're saying no, you're lying. Like, you're lying. It's human nature to have bad body image days and have good body image days. Like, it's a part of the life, and our bodies fluctuate so much, especially as women. It's so easy to get caught up in that negative thinking around your body. But when I have those bad body image days, I kind of embrace them and I say, you know what, I'm grateful for what my body can do for me, and look how far I've come. And I try to do things on those days that make me feel good about myself, and I don't sit and dwell on the negative emotions. You are amazing, and your body does so much for you, and you are so much more than what you see in the mirror. And just be really gentle and kind with yourselves on the days where you're looking in the mirror and you're thinking,
I look like a piece of crap.
Because some days you just gotta say, I look like a piece of crap and I'm still a bad ass bitch. What do you do if you hit a plateau? Number one, I've been here. Like, I'm saying this from experience. I'm not saying this to be like, I'm saying this because I've done this. Figure out first, are you really in a plateau? Or are you being an impatient Nancy? Because I was an impatient Nancy. I was 2 weeks into my fit and healthy lifestyle, and I was like, why do I look exactly the same? Because it's been 2 weeks. So first figure out, are you in a plateau, or have you just not given your body enough time? Because these changes, they take a while. They're not going to happen overnight. They're not going to happen in a couple weeks. They're going to happen in a couple months. And they're small changes, but I promise you, if you're patient and you're consistent and you keep to your schedule and your workouts and your nutrition, you're gonna get there. So just carry on. So if you've actually hit a plateau, which is very common, especially if you've been training and eating a certain way for a prolonged period of time, then change it up. Our bodies are so adaptive. Our bodies adapt to a certain style of training and a certain way of eating, and they get used to it and they get comfortable with it. So change it up. Switch up your workouts. Add in tempo. Change the amount of reps. Change up the intensity. Maybe add in some plyometrics. And also with your nutrition as well, change it up. I know a lot of us can eat the same thing every single day, and your body really does get used to it. So try and incorporate as many different and diverse foods as possible and get in all your nutrients. And I always try and say, eat like the rainbow. So try and incorporate lots of colors and lots of veggies and fiber and fruits and different proteins and different carbs. So really just keep changing it up, especially for the girls. Make sure that you are fueling your body enough, because so much of the time we're like, oh, I'm not reaching my goals, I haven't built any muscle, I've been training for so long now and I look exactly the same. Like, what the hell is going on? Go back, take a step, reassess and see, are you fueling your body properly? Are you eating enough? Are you eating enough carbs? Are you eating enough protein? Because it is so important. And if you're undernourishing yourself, you're not going to make any progress, because your body is like, shit, I'm starving, gotta keep all this stuff because like I'm freaking hungry all of the time and I'm scared I'm gonna die. So make sure that you are fueling your body enough. You can't expect to go into a workout and give it your all if you are hungry. Like, it's not gonna happen. So make sure that you are fueling your body enough and giving it what it needs to perform the best. How do I become healthy even though I don't enjoy healthy food? First of all, healthy food is completely subjective. You can make burgers, pizza, hot dogs, popcorn, donuts, cupcakes, smoothies. You can make any food you think of healthy if you know what to incorporate. I eat burgers and pizza and pasta every single week because I know how and what to put in it. In all of our meals we want to try and incorporate lots of fruits and lots of veggies, but you can really be creative and turn your favorite foods into healthier versions. And I have so many ideas on my Instagram and on my TikTok, so really go have a look at those. And also just make small tweaks to your meals, and once those tweaks become easy, then you can incorporate more tweaks and more tweaks, and before you know, you're actually going to be eating a really balanced and wholesome, nutritious diet, and you're going to be feeling amazing. Do you track your calories? At the moment, yes, but that is just because I'm training for IronMan, so I'm doing a lot of high intensity workouts and I'm burning a lot of energy, so I'm really just using it to make sure I'm hitting my protein goal, and also just to make sure that I'm eating enough. When I first started out, I did track calories because I just felt it was very helpful. It taught me a lot about portions and also just educated me on what to incorporate into my meals and what I was missing. Tracking can be very personal, and some people can't do it, and some people find that it puts a big damper on their relationship with food. So only do it if you have a really good relationship with food and if you feel comfortable to do it. Try and just track your protein, because that is honestly the biggest lifesaver, and it helps you a lot to reach your protein goals, which are often really not hit. Okay, do I train fasted? So no, I'm not an early morning trainer. I wish I was, but my sweet spot is like mid-morning, just a couple hours after breakfast. So I usually have breakfast before I go. If there are days where I wake up early and decide to go train early, I kind of assess how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling hungry, I'll eat before I go. If I'm fine, then I won't. What has been the hardest part of IronMan training? In the 3 different training areas, so the swimming, the running and the cycling, I definitely say that the running has been the most difficult, just because I'm not a runner. I've never done long distance. Before this, I struggled to hit a 5k, and now I have to go in and do like a 21.1 kilometer run. So that's definitely been the most mentally challenging and physically challenging for me. But I think also just the hardest part is just pushing day after day, even when you're exhausted, because it is really physically taxing on your body, and it's hard to just keep going when all you want to do is like sit on the couch and rest. So I think the hardest part has just been motivating myself to get up and go every single day and do my sessions and hit my sessions as best as I can. Do I live alone? So no, I don't. I live with my beautiful mom and all my puppy dogs, and also Connor is here. That's my boyfriend. He is here majority of the time. As also no, I still stay at home with my mom and I love it. Okay, so another one on calories. So it says, do you track your calories now when you have lost weight? If yes, then how many calories is your daily intake while training so hard? At the moment, I am consuming around 2,000 to 2,200 calories a day, and this is just because I'm not trying to lose weight and I'm not trying to gain weight, so I'm just at my maintenance. And it's a little bit higher just because I'm obviously training really hard, but like I said, I still listen to my body. So if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat, whether that means going over my calorie intake or not. But please don't copy my calories, because everybody's so different. It's based off your gender, your height, your activity level. There are so many factors that go into it, which I can go more into depth in another video about. But please make sure that you are, if you are tracking calories, that you are using your body specific caloric intake for each day, and that it is suited to your specific needs. Don't copy how much I'm eating. Do what's best for your body, but use what I eat as inspiration if you need ideas for really tasty and healthy food. Do you eat meat? So yes, I do. I'm not a vegetarian, nor am I a vegan. I did try go vegetarian in my first year of varsity, and it lasted a couple of months, but for me personally it didn't work, and I also wasn't really educated properly on it, so I didn't do it properly. So I was constantly hungry and just never satisfied. But at the moment I do eat meat. I try red meat probably once a week and a lot of fish and chicken, but I also do try incorporate lots of plant-based meals into my diet. But yes, who knows for the future, could change, but at the moment I do eat meat. So many people have asked me this, what's your height? So I am 176, which is 5'9". Sleep in or rise early? So I am an early riser. I did the whole rise by 5 thing, but that was not sustainable, so that got scrapped. But I do like to wake up. I try and wake up between 6:30 and 7 usually if I don't have to go to school. But if I am going to school, then I wake up at 5, 5:30. But yeah, I do, even on the weekends, I like to get up early. I like to get my day started, and I love waking up early, going with my cup of coffee and just sitting and unwinding by myself while everyone is still kind of sleeping. So I'm definitely an early riser, and I'm also a morning trainer. Can't train past 3 p.m. It's not gonna happen. What does a typical day in the life look for you? I'd love to do like a more in-depth video, but at the moment, so this would be if I'm not teaching. So I would wake up probably 6:30, 7. I always have a big glass of water, and then I will make breakfast, and then after my breakfast I'll make myself a cup of coffee and go and sit down for my first couple of lectures, and then I'll go either do my lectures or I'll go do work. And then at around 11, 12 I will go and do my training sessions, come back, have lunch, do more lectures, work, assignments, then try and go for an afternoon walk if possible, or play with the dogs, have dinner, have something sweet after dinner.
You know it.
And then I'll usually wind down by watching some TV or some YouTube, and then right before I go to bed I like to read my book and take my vitamins, and then bedtime at usually 10, 10:30. What is your go-to workout routine? So I'll do this in 2 parts. I'll do pre-Ironman training and post-Ironman training. So before I started training for Ironman, it was usually quads and glutes on a Monday, back and buys on a Tuesday, then Wednesday was either like a hit or a rest day, then Thursday was glutes and hamstrings, Friday chest, shoulders and tries, Saturday was either cardio or maybe another leg session, and then Sunday rest. And our post Ironman training, so Monday is a swim and a run, Tuesday is a cycle, Wednesday is a swim and a run, Thursday is a cycle, Friday is a long run, Saturday is a long ride, and then Sunday is like a recovery run. So lots and lots of training, and then also a 15 to 30 minute core session before all my cycles. And then now I'm going to also try and include 1 to 2 strength sessions a week if I can. What are your current favorite accounts to follow on Instagram? I'm a hardcore Sarah's Day stan, so I love her. I also love Natasha Ocean or whatever. She's such a vibe and she's just so authentic. And then recently I've really been loving Nutty Fruity Fitness. If you don't follow her, go follow her. She's so real and so funny, and I just love that she eats like it feels my soul. And also Lucy Davis Fitness, I really love her. She's such an inspiration and such a vibe. Lastly, can you share any advice for someone who is new to working out and trying to live a healthy lifestyle? I've been in the newbie shoes where everything is intimidating, there's so much information, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to start. So my biggest advice would be start slowly, and also just know that you don't have to have a gym membership or all the equipment and tools to be able to live a healthy lifestyle that includes exercise and good nutrition. Start by following people that are reputable and have a good background, and start incorporating some of their tips and tricks and workouts. There's so many workouts that are posted on Instagram. Try a couple of those, see how you feel. Also experiment with different types of exercise, yoga, Pilates. There's so many places where they offer free trial classes or free trial periods, so go and use the free trials and see how you like it and if you enjoy it, and then after that you can carry on. If you're struggling with finding healthy meals to eat and incorporate into your diet, go find, there's so many people that post really good recipes. I post really nice recipes on my Instagram of some nice healthy and nutritious foods which are also really tasty. So go and try incorporate even just one meal a week. Really start off slowly, and as soon as you get the hang of that, then you can start adding more and more into your diet. But thank you guys so much for watching today's YouTube video, and if you have made it this far into the video, go comment Burger King Diet Pepsi, because I don't even know where it's gone, but because it is the OG and it's so delicious. But thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I really appreciate all the support and it helps as well. And then definitely comment below in the description box what you would like to see in the next couple of videos, and I look forward to seeing you soon again. Bye guys. She needs some milk. Shanice, your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. The dogs are barking outside. Why are you barking?